अस्सलामुअलैकुम, वेलकम टू रिएक्शंस टाइम। तो न्यू वीडियो के साथ मैं आपका वेलकम करता हूँ रिएक्शंस टाइम पे। तो आज की वीडियो जो है वो है Xiaomi ब्लैक शॉर्ट 2। तो ब्लैक शॉर्ट 3 प्रो का हमने और ब्लैक शॉर्ट 3 दोनों का हमने उसका जो रिव्यू है वो लिख किया था। तो आज जो हम रिएक्शन देने वाले हैं वो ब्लैक शॉर्ट 2, जो एक बहुत ही कमाल का मोबाइल है गेमिंग। तो आज उसके ऊपर वीडियो बनाते हैं। लेट्स स्टार्ट वीडियो, टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करते। तो स्टार्ट कर देता हूँ वीडियो को।
A lot of people love to play games on their phones, but there's a few that want that little bit of extra power and comfort when playing. If that sounds like you, the Xiaomi Black Shark 2 might be right up your alley. More for GSM Arena, and let's check it out in our full review. When you think of gamer-oriented devices, you usually think of sharp lines, contrasty neon colors, and LED lights. And the Black Shark 2 doesn't disappoint in this regard. Unlike the glass phones popular these days, the Black Shark 2 has a metal unibody with a frosted finish. It does incorporate glass into the back design though, which helps.
तो Black Shark 2 जो है वो बता रहे हैं कि मेटल बॉडी है इसकी और 2 कैमरे हैं इसके फ्लैश एंड बाकी देखते हैं इसके।
To boost the signal for the X-type antenna within. The S logo is with LEDs, and there are LEDs on the sides of the phone as well. You can
और इसके जो सेंटर में है वो LED है, जो उसके अंदर लाइट्स लगी हैं वो ऐसे रिफ्लेक्ट करती रहती हैं।
Program them to light up for different reasons, like when you receive a notification, or to flash while you're playing content or games.
तो ये बता रहे हैं कि जब भी कोई आपके पास मैसेज या कोई भी नोटिफिकेशन आता है तो इसकी लाइट्स ऑटोमेटिकली चेंज होना स्टार्ट हो जाती हैं जो पीछे LED है।
Overall, the phone feels quite solid and sturdy, and its sharp edges lend a good grip. It's too bad that it doesn't have any rated water or dust resistance though. On the
तो इसके अंदर वाटर प्रूफ वाला सिस्टम नहीं है क्योंकि बहुत महंगा और इसके अंदर वाटर प्रूफ वाला सिस्टम नहीं है, तो ये किसी काम का नहीं है। तो थोड़ी सिक्योरिटी होनी चाहिए मेंटेन।
Front is a tall 6.4-inch AMOLED display with a 1080p resolution. There are no cutouts here. There's a full bezel on both the top and the bottom. While some might call bezels an eyesore, on a gaming phone like this, they are actually kind of useful, giving you an area to rest your fingers on while playing. Back to the display. Content looks sharp at 402 ppi, and you get the kind of deep blacks that only AMOLEDs can provide. It supports HDR10, and the phone comes with a video enhancer that can upscale SDR to HDR when possible.
और ये HDR को सपोर्ट करता है और PUBG वगैरह आप कोई भी गेम खेलते हैं तो उसके अंदर एक HDR मोड होता है जिसके आप HD क्वालिटीज़ के अंदर और HD से ज़्यादा क्वालिटीज़ के अंदर आप गेम्स खेल सकते हो, बिल्कुल क्लियर उसके अंदर नज़र आता है। तो वो हर गेमर चाहता है कि मैं उस मोड में खेलूँ, तो वो मोड इसके अंदर।
Colors are decently accurate, depending on your color settings. And brightness is good, reaching up to 430 nits in manual mode and 640 nits in auto mode in bright conditions. And even though you can use the LEDs to give you alerts, you also have the option for an always-on display. It only turns on if you move the phone or receive a notification though. On a gaming phone, you'd expect the screen to have a high refresh rate, but sadly you won't find that here. The Black Shark 2's is a standard 60 Hz.
और इसके अंदर जो रिफ्रेश रेट है वो 60 हर्ट्ज का रिफ्रेश रेट है। जो ब्लैक शॉर्ट 3 था प्रो था उसके अंदर 90 हर्ट्ज का रिफ्रेश रेट था।
So this captures content or games at 60 FPS maximum. But that said, there aren't many
और इसके अंदर जो फ्रेम रेट है वो 60 FPS पर
games that go beyond 60 FPS in the first place. The screen does bring something special though, and that's this low latency 240 Hz touch input. This means you get better responsiveness than the other flagships out there. However, you might forget about touch input entirely if you purchase separate controller peripherals from Xiaomi. The kit we tried out has a case, which attaches to controller paddles, while the other kit looks like a console controller and is more suited for use with a TV. Mapping the controls is quite easy, and it works great for certain games. But context-sensitive controls can't be mapped here, and swipe controls are difficult. Regardless, these paddle gamepads work well, and really unlock the full potential of certain types of games, like shooters or MOBAs. Of course, games run super smooth, thanks to the top-of-the-line Snapdragon 855 chipset, along with either 8 or 12 gigs of RAM. In benchmarks, the Black Shark 2 sits around the top of the charts, and its Adreno 640 graphics processor can handle pretty much anything you throw at it. The phone won't overheat during heavy tasks either, thanks to its advanced cooling system involving metal plates and a heat pipe. It's the coolest Snapdragon 855 phone we've handled to date. No, really. The Black Shark 2 also features an excellent taptic engine, which generates vibration feedback while you're gaming. It's sort of hard to capture on camera, but it really helps you get immersed into compatible games. You get quite a bit of space on board the Black Shark 2, either 128 or 256 gigs, but unfortunately it isn't expandable via microSD.
अच्छा इसकी जो मैक्सिमम मेमोरी है 256 GB है, इसको आप ROM कहते हैं.
Kind of a bummer if you like to download a bunch of games or content. The Black Shark 2 has a stereo speaker setup, with the earpiece acting as the second speaker. The output is a bit uneven. The top one is better with high notes, and the bottom one has more bass. The output is clean though, and the speaker scored a very good mark in our loudness test. If you want to plug in headphones, you'll have to use a dongle. There's no 3.5mm jack on the Black Shark 2, and also no FM radio. Sound quality here is okay. Stereo separation isn't bad, but volume is just average. To wake up and unlock the Black Shark 2, there's an under-display optical fingerprint scanner. It's blazing fast and accurate.
और इसके जो स्क्रीन पे वो फिंगरप्रिंट स्कैनर लगा हुआ है और जो बाकी इसकी जो वॉल्यूम कह रहे हैं वो इतनी अच्छी मतलब इतनी ज़्यादा नहीं है और अगर आपने हेडफोन्स वगैरह लगाने हैं तो आपको जैसे जहाँ चार्जर लगता है वहाँ पर इसके हेडफोन्स लगते हैं तो आपको एक्सटर्नल जैक लगाना है.
Almost as good as a conventional fingerprint reader. Face unlock is also fast, though not as secure, and this option may not be available in all regions. Instead of Xiaomi's MIUI, the user interface of the Black Shark 2 is called Joy UI. It's actually stock Android, with just a custom camera app and an additional game space. Everything runs quite smoothly. You have your stock navigation shade, and a Google Feed panel. Navigation is done with Google's Pill setup, and the app drawer is accessible through the task switcher. Most of the functions, including multimedia, are handled by Google's default apps. The most unique feature is the Shark Space, a dedicated UI hub for your games that you access through a physical hardware switch.
और इसके अंदर शार्क स्पेस का फीचर है जिसके अंदर आप गेम्स खेल सकते हो और गेम के अंदर गेमिंग मोड के अंदर.
Within this space you can add all of your games, and you'll find options for Do Not Disturb and configuration for the controller peripherals if you're using any. However, most of the options are only available from within the games themselves. Swiping from the top corner opens the Gamer Studio with in-depth controls for performance, touch settings, and even an audio equalizer, among other things. Powering all of these features is a 4000 mAh battery, and battery life is great here. The Black Shark 2
4000 mAh एक नॉर्मल बैटरी होती है, नॉर्मल फ़ोन की एंड्रॉइड फ़ोन की जो बैटरी होती है और जो शार्क 3 था 3 Pro का उसकी 5000 mAh बैटरी
2 scored an endurance rating of 93 hours in our proprietary tests. It also supports Quick Charge 4 and USB power delivery. With the bundled 27-watt charger, we were able to charge from 0 to a whopping 65% in 30 minutes. Nice. Even though it's a gaming phone, let's not forget the cameras on the Black Shark 2. There's a 48-megapixel main cam with a quad-Bayer filter, and
और इसका जो मेन कैमरा है 48 मेगापिक्सल है और जो दूसरा इसका कैमरा है फ्रंट मेरे ख्याल में
12-megapixel telephoto camera, but neither has OIS. In daylight, the main cam's 12-megapixel images are great, with plenty of detail.
और बिल्कुल जो आपका HD क्वालिटी जिन इमेजेस हैं ये इसके कैमरे से कैप्चर की गई हैं. आपके DSLR से अच्छी इमेजेस.
Great dynamic range and lively but reasonably accurate colors. There is no option to shoot in 48 megapixels. The 12-megapixel telephoto cam produces very good images, with plenty of detail. They are a little noisier and softer than the main camera, but these are good as far as telephoto shooters go. Portraits taken with the Black Shark 2 are just average. The subject separation isn't spot on a lot of the time, especially if there's a busy background. At night, the large sensor does well to maintain decent sharpness and noise levels. There is no optical stabilization, but with the conservative shutter speed and great grip of the phone, we didn't get many blurry photos. There is no night mode on the Black Shark 2, which is too bad. If you toggle on the AI,
और इसके अंदर नाइट मोड नहीं है जो कि अच्छी चीज़ नहीं है क्योंकि नाइट में एक अच्छी इमेजेस नहीं आती है अंदर ब्लर से.
it will trigger a night scene, but the best that can deliver is a minor contrast boost. If you try to zoom at night, you won't be using the telephoto camera. Instead, the phone will snap a photo from the main cam and digitally crop it. For selfies, the Black Shark 2 features a 20-megapixel snapper with fixed focus. Unfortunately, the quality is rather disappointing. The selfies are lacking in detail and shoot blurry faces quite often. Videos can be captured by the main cam at up to 4K at 30 FPS, There is no 60 FPS option at any resolution, and you can't shoot videos with a telephoto camera either. We found 4K videos from the main camera sharp and detailed. Noise is kept reasonably low, contrast is excellent, colors are true to life, and the dynamic range is nicely wide. Electronic stabilization is only available when shooting at 1080p at 30 FPS. The field of view is more narrow, but it does a great job at smoothing out the camera shake. So that's the Xiaomi Black Shark 2. You get a brilliant and
तो ये था Xiaomi Black Shark 2
responsive OLED screen,
का
with
भी हमने
battery
upload
life,
किया था, वो भी देख
powerful
लीजिए।
chipset with advanced cooling system, nice stereo speakers, and of course, this thing glows. Now onto the downsides. I wish there was a high refresh rate screen. It's not make or break, but it's nice to have on a gaming phone. Plus, non-expandable storage really doesn't make sense here. And needing a dongle to plug in headphones is a bummer, as you're already going to be juggling with that controller if you do decide to buy it. But with all things considered, the Black Shark 2 does a lot of things right, and the price is actually pretty competitive for a flagship. There is some solid competition out there as far as gaming phones go, so be sure to shop around. But I think plenty of people would be happy with this one. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time. Hey, what's up, guys?
तो आई होप सो आपको वीडियो पसंद आई होगी। इसी तरह मोबाइल के रिव्यूज़ भी आते रहेंगे, मैं आपको बताता रहूँगा कौन सा मोबाइल अच्छा है गेमिंग के लिहाज से। और वैसे ही मुझे मोबाइल बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है, इसलिए मोबाइल पर ज़्यादा वीडियो बनाता हूँ। तो आज की वीडियो में सिर्फ इतना था, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। अभी के लिए